in which to arrange our body. And we're going to practice in this short practice with connection, with commitment, and with compassion. And so first of all, locating yourself in the room, in the space that you're sitting in, having a sense of your surroundings. The connection you have to your space. And this might include the noises, the sounds of the environment. Or it might be the particular atmosphere of this room that you're sat in. Locating yourself in this physical space, in this physical way, can help to kind of create a sense of safety, a sense of ease, knowing where you are. We're also connecting to this small community as we practice here together. Having a sense of our collective presence. And connecting with the body, with the real visceral body, rather than a notion or an idea of the body. This body. Allowing the awareness to drop deeply into the body. And also connecting with the surface that you're resting upon. This may be a chair, it may be a bed, maybe your feet if you're standing. feeling the weight of the body. And we can use this as a counterpoint to the pull of our thoughts, inhabiting the body, moving away from any thought-based perception. And the body is always in the present moment. Unlike the mind that wanders to the future, to the past, the body is always present, it's always here, it's always available as this anchor. Connecting with this body on the surfaces upon which it rests in this room. And we can also connect with the body resting on the earth. We might feel this as a sense through the weight of the body, through our seat, through the soles of the feet if we're sitting, or through the whole of the body if we're lying. This connection we have with the earth beneath us. And we can also consider our commitment to the practice, to being here. Why have you shown up today? What's brought you here? And so we can have a gentle discipline and attention. And without this commitment, without this attention, our practice can easily wander off, become too relaxed, too comfortable. So we're always trying to find this sweet spot really between being easeful and being alert. We bring compassion with us into this grounding practice, knowing that we can take care of our needs. We're always practicing with a gentleness as well as this discipline. We can notice our compassion towards ourselves in the way in which we place our bodies, the permission we give ourselves to move a little if we need, and also in the way in which we gently lead the mind back to the practice. Minds wander, just showing it some compassion, but some discipline, bringing it back to the practice. Practicing with connection, with commitment, with compassion. And just when you're ready, just bringing this very short practice to a close, having a little stretch. And so the second part of the practice, if we're all ready to begin again, is a practice that I delivered a few weeks ago. So anybody who was there for that practice, perhaps you can approach it with our beginner's mind. Just setting up our body again, ready for practice, choosing whatever position feels easeful for you. And we can encourage our stability and deepen our sense of grounding by using some helpful imagery. So considering the body like a mountain, rooted on this vast earth, sensing into the stability of the mountain, the groundedness. We're working with this in an embodied way. So although it's an image of a mountain, bringing the experience into your body. And you might have a sense of that groundedness through the weight of the body on the surface that you're resting upon. Feeling into the stability of the earth beneath you. Body like a mountain. And we can have a sense of dignity, a sense of grace. Perhaps you may feel that through the uplift in the spine. Or maybe if you're lying, through the alignment of the spine. And the mountain is subject to many forces, to weather, to the seasons. It experiences erosion and change. Just as we experience change in our lives, the impermanent nature of everything. Seeing if we can embody an attitude of acceptance towards this, allowing. And having a sense of your strength. Body like a mountain. And bringing the awareness now to the breath. Breath like a gentle breeze. Tuning into the flow of the breath, the rhythmic nature of the breathing. Feeling the vitality and the resourcing of the breath. Breath like a gentle wind, like a gentle breeze. The elemental nature of the breath. It's an interesting contrast between the weight of the body, but these are two beautiful anchors, the body and the breath. And the breath can be compassionate, it can be tender. You have this sense of releasing, of letting go with the exhale. Moving the awareness to the mind. Mind like the wide open sky. Having a sense of expansiveness, of limitlessness. We sometimes restrict or constrict around our thoughts. Feels like our heads almost get smaller. And so we can create this sense of freedom, this sense of expansiveness with this image, with mind like the wide open sky. And you could think of thoughts like clouds scudding across the sky, or moving more slowly across the sky. Seeing if we can look at the thoughts rather than actually get involved in them. You don't have to get caught up in the narratives, the stories. And this can be quite challenging because thoughts can be quite seductive. They pull us away. Gently guiding ourselves back to practice. And always remembering we can sense into that groundedness of body like a mountain and the rhythm of the breath, breath like a gentle breeze. Always seeing if we can befriend our experience rather than creating resistance. Bringing our awareness to the heart space, heart filled with the light of compassion. And seeing if you can sense into a visceral feeling of compassion, an embodied feeling of compassion. Is there anything here that you can incline towards within the heart space? It's not always so easy to locate this. It's enough just to have an intention, of compassion. And this may be self-compassion, Sensing into the way in which we have looked after ourselves, taken care of our bodies, taken care of our needs, however imperfectly we may do this. And you may place a hand on your heart if this feels appropriate, feeling the warmth of compassion from your heart to your hand, to your hand to your heart. The light of compassion. We may also consider how we give this compassion. If we feel resourced enough, we might like to extend this to another person, extend this to a community, or to the wider world, this light of compassion. Bringing all of these elements together now. The groundedness of body like a mountain. Breath like a gentle breeze. Mind like the wide open sky. Heart filled with the light of compassion. Seeing if you can feel into that grounded, responsive, alive part of yourself that is able to receive love and to give love. And in your own time, and just when you're ready, beginning just to gently bring this practice to a close. Thank you.